Hey, what's up? It's Mitchell from the Hookup Culture community. Today I had a bit of a special exercise I wanted to share with you guys, and it's called My Relationship History and Patterns. It's really an exercise on self-awareness. I'm borrowing this exercise from the Relationship Coaching Institute. Yes, I dropped out of college to attend a trade school on how to become a dating coach, and it goes as following. You start by listing 20 or so of the most significant people in your life. I'm going to go ahead and pan the camera around so you guys can get a better glimpse of my notes. I don't want to call anyone out, but mom, dad, ex, sister, sibling, baseball coach, teacher, financial advisor, whoever, anybody who's relevant enough in your life to have influenced you at some point, or if you shared an experience with them, even if it wasn't as lasting, if it was more fleeting, if it reflected something back to you in order for you to take note on, then it's important enough to mention. So what you start doing is, you start listing positive traits about this person, and then you list negative traits. For example, I have my mom down. She's nurturing, fun, compassionate, intuitive. On the negative side, she's a bit hypercritical, hypocritical at that, bitter, a little pretentious. There's this negativity. It's just a bit overbearing. So those are the negative traits about it. And I'll give you guys another example. A good friend of mine is a bit over emotional, but he's one of the most empathetic people I know. He's fiercely loyal, dependable, and a bit emotional too. So you're going to eventually compile a list of qualities, positive and negative qualities of each one of these people that you list. And you're going to start circling a pattern. You notice a pattern. Okay, a lot of these people are emotional, so you notice that pattern. You start circling that. Some of these people are a bit controlling, so there's an intensity that's consistent, with that. So you have the person, a positive trait, then the negative trait, and if applicable, at the time I had a fallout with my dad here, so you can kind of see right here, and I listed dad. If applicable, write down the list of why. What's the main reason why you guys aren't really together anymore, why they're not a significant part of your life anymore. Right. So after a while, you're going to start noticing a pattern. After parents are primary caretakers at the top, it doesn't really matter. So a hot minute ago, this was like over a year ago, but every other year I've kind of revisited it, and after a while I'm kind of just becoming more and more aware of the kind of people I attract. So patterns: sensual, reassuring, laid back, intuitive, fun. I like women who are loyal, generous, grounded, more than I am probably, compassionate, confident, free-spirited, determined, purposeful, nurturing, intellectual. On the other hand, I don't like women who are possessive. I don't like insecurities, antisocial behavior, over-emotional behavior, egotistical behavior, unemotional. Women who are a bit too serious, too intense, impulsive, or even unemotional altogether, And eventually you're going to notice all these patterns are reoccurring patterns within yourself too. And you're going to compile all of these traits, and for the insights that I was able to extract is learning to let go of things and worry about myself, trust my intuition, nurture my body with the right foods, activities, and environments, trust and nurture my environments and people. A lot of it comes from insecurities, but the patterns that I was reoccurring, or that were reoccurring within my life. Simply not trusting the process too, and I would come over on the other person. Then you start thinking, is this person with anybody else too? Or at the time, I was practicing something that was more monogamous with it too. But yeah, a lot of insights with this particular exercise. Limiting beliefs that trigger patterns. We tell ourselves stories like I'm not capable of independence, creates codependency. A couple of times, a few examples, there are a few women that were a bit clingy in my life too, and I didn't recognize that I was putting that out there. So when it came back twice as hard, it's a sign for you to step up, really, for you to have more awareness about the next person that you want to attract into your life. So just a fun exercise. It might leave a bit bruised, but you can walk it off, and get a lot of insights from it. And special shout out to, David and Darlene Steele for hooking me up with this exercise. Glad I can actually apply it to my own life and hopefully share other people to do it as well. If you receive value from this content, hit the like button so YouTube knows that it's a reputable material so it can be ranked up higher. And if you want more, subscribe. You know where it's at. Thanks for hitting me up.